Quick Tip Tuesday, insurance coverage. There has been a lot of change in the insurance industry, and you may see some of these values or this terminology coming up more frequently or being addressed in your policy, and especially if you have investment or rental properties. So we're going to talk about replacement costs versus actual cash value. So you want to be sure you're very educated in the differences between the two and how that coverage would affect you. Replacement cost means you're going to get the money in order for you to replace that dwelling. And there are going to be some stipulations, so check with your insurance agent for all of the ins and outs and nuances that affect your specific policy. But in essence, that's what it is, right? They're going to give you the money in order to replace it. So what that also means is that the value could be, or you could purchase a property for $100,000, but to replace it, the insurance is going to tell you it's going to cost $256,000, and you're going to pay insurance based on that. But like, hey, if I sold this, I can't get $250,000, right? So just be sure you understand the difference between market value and replacement value. And then the actual cash value. So that's what they're saying, the actual value of that property or that dwelling, or maybe the roof is worth today, or the day that it has and suffers a loss. So for instance, if your roof may have changed to an actual cash value, it's saying that based on the date of loss, it's going to determine how old it is and then what that proration of the value left after depreciation remains. So it's not going to give you a check to replace it, right? It's going to give you a check or the monies based on what it's worth minus depreciation. So I know this is just a really quick skim, high level view of what the difference is between replacement costs and actual cash value. These are conversations you definitely want to have with your insurance agent. You need to know what kind of coverage you have, what you're paying for, what you may not have and you think you have, and what's going to actually happen in the event of a loss. That's the question I always ask. What are you going to pay me if there is a loss tomorrow? How does that work? Do I have to rebuild it, or are you just giving me the money and I can walk away? Again, another good and important question. So everyone's very, very clear on that, because sometimes if you don't rebuild, you don't get the same amount of money as if you actually did rebuild in that place. So if I can answer any questions or direct you to an insurance agent that can, don't hesitate to call, text message, comment below, or stop by and see me. Talk to you soon.